All right. Do you remember last night, the 21st night of September? Anyways, UL grading period ends today or Friday, but I can technically tweak it today. So if anyone needs to be passing by today, you let me know. Okay. Did you graph y equals x squared in Desmos? So let's go to Desmos. How do you get there? Y equals x. Y'all see this right here? This little, you can barely see it. It's like a keyboard, and then a squared is the button for squaring. Okay? What does that look like? Looks like a big U, right? Or maybe if there were some eyes here, it could look like a smile and a smiley face. Okay? So you need to just sketch that for your warm up. And then, whee! I put arrowheads because it goes forever and ever. If you zoom out, you're never going to find the top of it because it keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. Okay. Did you turn in last week's warm up? If not, make sure you do that. Put absent on the days you were absent and all that jazz. Okay. All right. Here we go. Remember, these are notes, short and sweet. Standard form. Okay. Standard form of an equation of a quadratic. Does everyone see that? This is unit 2. And unit 2 is talking about quadratic equations. So quadratic is whenever x is squared. You have a little 2 up here, okay? You got to know that. So here we go. So y equals, the standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. Ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are just whole numbers. Wait, do the test. Go do this. You can get it afterwards. Okay. Displays. Now, graph it. When you graph, like our warm-up, when you graph x squared, it creates a U shape, right? Like this. Whee! That U shape is called a parabola. P-A-R-A, para, B-O-L-A, bola, parabola, parabola, however you want to say it. Right? You're not looking at your Chromebook because you're doing notes up here. All right, so sorry to clear my throat there. Now, use your graphing calculator to sketch the following. So, we're going to take this and we're going to graph these little graphs, okay? So, when you do it, you can type y equals x squared plus 2x minus 5, okay? Now, whenever you graph, you can like click these points to see exactly where they're at, okay? So I can see that it hits right here, like right around, I'm sketching it, right around here. It also hits right around here, and it hits the y-axis right around here, and the bottom is like right around here. And you can like make a good little sketch out of that, okay? Do you see all 5 of these points here? 4 of these points, I should say. They don't have to be perfect. You want it to look kind of close to that. Does my sketch match Desmos, more or less? It's close enough, okay? Right? Now, what about the next one? So I'm actually going to get rid of this. Y equals negative x squared. Remember, you click this keyboard button. A squared is your squared button. Plus 3x plus 7. So I can type it into Desmos, click all these gray points so I can see exactly where they are. And I'm going to put them over here. So you got like one kinda right here. You got one kinda right here. The tippy top is right here. Goes something like this. I mean, mine is very ugly, but that's okay because it's a sketch. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's just a little sketch. It's kind of sketchy, if you know what I mean. Well, anyways, if A is positive, look, see how this first one doesn't have a negative sign? This is positive. It's a positive number. Then the parabola opens up. Up like a smile. Doesn't this look like a smiley face? Put two little dots right here to show how happy this parabola is. It's so positive. Okay. But what about the next one? Y'all see this negative sign right here where my cursor is? What if it's negative? Well, that wouldn't be a smiley face. That's going down and feeling down, and it's going to make a frown. Frown goes down. Okay. Smiley is positive. Yay. Frowny is negative. Boo. Cool? So you should be able to, just by looking at it, tell me, is it positive or negative based on does it go up or down? Smiley or frowny? Okay. Axis of symmetry. All right, let's go ahead and get this down. So the axis of symmetry is the vertical line that divides the parabola into two equal parts. Cool. The formula for the axis of symmetry that you gotta know. You got to know this. It's x equals, you'll see that x equals negative b, whatever that number is, over 2a, 2 times whatever the a value is. Okay? Okay. And then the vertex is the turning point of the parabola. Okay? So your vertex is where it changes directions. It's the kind of the top or bottom. So when the vertex is at the lowest point, that's called the minimum. And as you can imagine, the highest point is called the maximum. Cool. All right. So we're going to use this information, the vertical line that divides the parabola into two equal parts. Y'all know what symmetry is? Like, have y'all seen that before in shapes? Have y'all heard the word symmetry? Yes or no? Okay. So anything you can like cut down the middle and fold it in half perfectly is symmetrical, right? So like let me draw an example here. If I got like a triangle that's perfectly in half, my axis of symmetry is like a dashed line that you could fold it over. Like you could fold this triangle in half and it's the same in theory, okay? So let's do some examples. That way you're ready for the assignment, okay? Now, if you look at these notes, it says 9 of the same thing. So I'm going to show you a couple. That way you're prepared. So is everyone locked in? Because this is what's going to be on your assignment, right? Now, first one. Over here, I want you to write down A, B, and C, okay? What is A? What is B? What is C, okay? A, B, C. Okay. Now, A is in front of x squared. If there is no number right here, what number does that imply? If you look up here on Invisible Math, no number means 1 in front, right? So again, x squared means 1x squared, so my A is 1. What's my B right in front of this x? 8. What's my C out here by itself? All right, so is that hard? Hopefully not. Just figure out A, B, and C. Now, how do I find axis of symmetry? Up here, it's negative B over 2A. So negative b is the opposite of the b value. So negative 8 over 2 times, what is my a value? 1. You can literally type this into Desmos, right? Negative 8 over 2 times 1. That gave me negative 4. So my axis of symmetry, you have to put x equals, and then you're going to put negative 4. That is a vertical line at negative 4. Okay? Now, your vertex is wherever it changes directions. Okay? So, what you're going to do is you're going to plug in, you're going to find it when you graph it. Okay? You find the vertex when you graph it. So I go over here, I type y equals x squared plus 8x plus 15. Okay? Look at me. Look at me. Watch me click this. Do you see that I'm clicking right here? Okay? Right where it changes directions. Right there. Boop. You got to click it, and it'll tell you exactly what the vertex is. Do you see how it just gave me the answer? But you got to click it. Okay? Negative 4, negative 1. Okay? Now, here's a spoiler alert. You don't have to use this formula. You just take this number and put it right there. X equals the x value of the vertex. That's it. Okay? And we want to do a little sketch of it. So I'm going to go over here, just like my warm-up today. Draw myself a little graph that looks kind of like it. Okay? Do y'all see what I did there? Your assignment is literally just a bunch of that. So really this is asking you, can you graph it in the calculator, find the vertex at the top or bottom, write it like this, draw a little picture. Can you do that? I think you can. So I just want to show you 2 more examples just in case, okay? Look at number 2. Go ahead and write A, B, C. A, B, C. Now look, if A is in front of this and there's only a negative sign, well, don't we know that a negative sign means a negative 1, right? Negative sign means negative 1. Okay, so this is negative 1. B is in front of X, that's 10. C is out here, and it's not just 23. The minus goes with it, negative 23, okay? So I'm going to show you the shortcut on this. Type it in right here to Desmos. Negative x squared plus 10x minus 23. And what did I tell you to do? Click the vertex, right? Click it. 5 comma 2. So over on the vertex, put 5 comma 2. And then over here, put x equals this x value right here, 5. Because it's going to be a vertical line going through this x value right here, which is 5. Okay? Can you draw a little picture of that too? Please do. It's too easy, Mr. G. Okay. Y'all might be ready for the assignment. Ready? Maybe? Except for, okay, does anyone still need this? Go once? Going twice? All right, skip down all the way to number 8, okay? I bet you can do all these, but let's go to number 8. Number 7, my bad. Now, what's weird about 7 and 8 is that A, B, and C, well, like, you're missing one, right? So here's the thing. you don't, I mean, you got to think about which one is missing. Is it A, B, or C? So look, x squared is A, x is B, and if there's no C, that would be what? What'd you say? Ah, that's like a plus 0. So this is what? -1, +4, 0. Could you do this one? Yes. What about now? This is the trickiest one. Put a star here. Number 8. Tricky, tricky, tricky. What's in front of x squared? 1. Now look, what do you think B is? Is B -3? Remember, B is supposed to have an x, and there's no x here. So let me tell you, there's like a 0x implied in the middle here. 0x and -3. Okay? So all you got to do is use that. I'm trusting you can do it. But I'm telling you, if you're missing one of those terms, you have to put a 0 there. That's the only tricky part about this. Yeah, that on number 8, B would be 0. Okay? But does it matter? You can still graph it and find all the stuff, right? So in the end, just graph it, write the vertex, write the axis of symmetry. You have to put x equals for the axis of symmetry, just like I did. Please be careful. Here comes your assignment.